whenever I know when he's going to be on, he usually calls or I just put it on. If I'm not here, I tape it. I've got all the stuff here, and I watch them, and I try to give them construction create. I want them to be creative and, of course, trained and do the things you have to do. You know, and like one week, 40 hours, they flew to Europe and then China and then Australia and then back to New York on Monday Night Raw. You know, it's like 40 hours in the air. You know, it's wrestling is certainly the big part of it. People think you just come out of the backstage there, out of the locker room, and you jump in the ring, and that's all they do that week. But they probably came from, 15, 20,000 miles someplace. You know, it's crazy. And so you got to be tough. You got to be able to stand that pressure. You got to be able to travel. You got to be able to have a good relationship with your family. It's no different than working at Minnesota Mining. You know, everybody wants your job. You miss a couple here and I miss a couple there, and then pretty soon you're not there. So he can't when he's running $1 billion business. He can't afford to have people that are not throwing the mark. You understand?
Yes, absolutely. And I was going to say, what do you think about his name? For instance, you know, it's Curtis Axel, obviously. Kurt, his dad, Kurt Hennig, your son, and then you with the Axel part. Couldn't he have just been Joe Hennig? Don't you think that would have kind of been better? Or do you think the Curtis Axel thing?
Well, we know when he came there, they had McGillicuddy. Vince was, I don't know what he did. I think he was fishing around for something, waiting for a good wave to come in, something that would hook up. And I think they kind of settled on that after a while, Curtis Axel. And it's a feather in my hat because he's using Axel, and it's a feather in his dad's hat that he used Curtis. So I'm happy with that, and I guess that's the way it's going to be. You know, things like that, those decisions are mostly made by Vince, and he has a way of. He has ended up with a lot of good ones, and he's had some bad ones, but your choices are very slim. To make other changes, they have to go through him. So it's his business.
Yep, that's true. Now, as far as Curtis Axel is concerned, obviously Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, if you will, one of the best wrestlers of all time. Do you think that him being a third-generation wrestler coming after you and coming after his father, do you think that gave him an advantage? It kind of made him a little bit smoother, a little bit quicker in the ring than some other guys?
Well, I think there were no surprises. I trained with Joe. Of course, I trained with Kurt, too. But, I made him aware of things. The way it was, I took him with me, on wrestling in tents and outside and traveling around everywhere. He went to Oregon. I followed him there, and we won the title, the Pacific title there. You got to make them aware. If you're a high wire guy, you start out young, and they got to learn how to work the wire, and so there were no big surprises. And he ended up to be a good family man, and he's got all his kids are doing very well, registered nurses and married, and we have 28 grandkids. And,
oh my God!
2/3 of those are boys, and so I'm a happy. My wife and I have been married 63 years, and we have a lot of stuff We have a nice home, and we just enjoy our family. We got a lot of wrestling that we go to, volleyball. Some of them went to Falcons over there this year. One of my granddaughters, another one is going to, what is the name of that college in Nebraska? Sadron College. You know where that is in Nebraska?
That I'm not 100% sure of.
Well, it's in Nebraska. It's an 11-hour drive from here. I can tell you that. But anyway, they're all doing well, and they're all healthy kids. The new babies are. I did a lot of work with Camp Confidence for the mentally and physically handicapped, and you got to appreciate when these kids are all good. You know what I mean? We haven't got any problems that way, and they're good, healthy people, and we have a great family. So I don't know what else I could do. If it wouldn't have been for my wife during those years, we had some tough times too. Don't let me get you astray here, but it's like any other family. But we worked hard and we kept the family together, and we're happy with that.